Not too long ago, I was at the club with one of my friends. He was dancing on the dance floor. I as well was dancing on the dance floor, but he took a breather to go hang out at the bar to go see some women. People of the opposite sex, opposite gender, whatever the opposite of what I am is. He went to go speak to him. He was on a mission to get some of that ovarian action. He was on a mission to get that portal to hell, whatever my wife calls the thing down between her legs. That's what he's trying to get. So I offered him a challenge. I said, bet you can't get that girl over there. He looked at me with determination in his eyes. He said, I bet I can. Now, I shouldn't have given him this challenge. This was an issue on my end. I have to stop testing what is essentially his gangster. Sadly, I tested it this day, and this led to a series of unfortunate events that Lemony Snickers couldn't even predict. So, what happened after that? My friend proceeded to go talk to this woman, and I could faintly hear the conversation in the distance. It seemed like things were going well. And then she said something quite concerning that I heard. I heard the word herpes. Now, I didn't know if she had herpes, he had herpes, me peas, we peas, three peas, Q peas. No idea what was going on. He approached me and came back to me and said, hey man, I gotta let you know something. I said, okay. I was curious what inquiry he could possibly have for me. What could he have possibly let me know? He looked me deep with my soul in my eyes and he said to me, so, I'm not gonna lie to you. She got something between her legs that I don't want to catch. You think it's worth it? Now, realistically, I know my friend. He wasn't concerned if I cared. He was concerned of what I would think if he caught it from somebody random. I looked him dead in the eyes and said, you ever seen One Piece? He said, what? You know what Luffy's made of? He said, rubber. You could use one of those. You could use one of those. He said, yeah, but you know, that's not really what I want to do. I said, okay, shout out to the baby. Let's go. All right, let's get it. He's canceled, by the way. Go ahead. Do it. Go ahead. Just do whatever you feel like. He said, all right, cool. And he left in an Uber when he drove there, which messed me up a little bit because his car was at the club. I think it was because he was drunk, but I also think he's stupid. Now then, 4 days pass. I didn't hear any of his exploits like I usually do. He didn't show me a video or anything like that like he likes to do. I was confused. So I messaged him. I said, hey, you want to hang out? He said, yeah, come over and play some 2K. I said, I don't play 2K. I got Naruto. He said, that's cool. You a nerd for real. So I came over there. We played some Naruto and then some 2K. And he said, I'll be right back. Upon his table, I see something I've never seen before. A name I've never seen before in my entire life. It's a pill bottle with his name on it. I didn't know his real name, by the way, as most men don't know the names of their friends. I saw his real name attached to the bottle. The bottle said Valtrex. Now that's the name of a Decepticon. That messed me up a little bit. I pull out my phone, look up what Valtrex is. It's herpes medication. I'm confused. This man has medical insurance? I'm concerned about everything that's going on. I come back to him, we're playing the game, and I say, hey man, wouldn't it be crazy? You know, like 80% of Americans got herpes. He said, yeah, that's high statistic, but not us though. I said, yeah, but wouldn't it be crazy if we did? He said, are you coming on to me? I said, no, I'm just, you know, it'd be weird if one of us had herpes. It'd be nuts. He said, yeah, it would be crazy. Lying straight to my face. I can see the medication bottle on the forefront. And then he proceeded to say, all right, man, it's getting late. We should hang out later. 3 days later, out of nowhere, he messaged me and said, oh, yeah, you probably saw the medication on the table. As if he had been not thinking about this, he had a snap revelation out of nowhere. Of course I saw the medication table. Well, of course I saw it. Of course I saw it. He looks at me and says, we're in a FaceTime, by the way. He looks at me and says, hey, don't tell anybody I got this. I said, are you going to tell people you sleep with that you have this? He looked at me and said the most confident, powerful, longest drawn out, nah. I thought about that a lot. This man could be a potential villain out in the streets, spreading the contaminant, much like the demon on the streets that he is. That scared me. He doesn't use rubbers. He doesn't do anything of that variety. He just raw dogs it, much like a man that's neurotypical through life. It's terrifying. I couldn't really have this go on in my conscience willingly, and I said, okay, man, I won't tell. He said, you won't tell what? And I said, I won't tell, and I hung up because I didn't want to lie to him to his face. I immediately made a Facebook post telling everybody that he had herpes. He was not too keen about it because somehow he saw it when I hid it from him. So he messages me after I made the Facebook post, after it reached 500 likes and 75 shares. Everybody knew he had herpes. He was like, hey, man, you weren't supposed to tell anybody. I said I wouldn't tell. I didn't say what. Said, what were you not gonna tell? I wasn't gonna tell that I beat you at Naruto, but now I'm telling the world you got herpes. I feel like that was right. He was pissed. Insanely pissed. I didn't know what to do. And then the girl hits me up and says, hey, I want to let you know that I got herpes because of him. That was a lie. She's a bad person too. Two bad people. They didn't belong to each other. I was confused by this entire events. And then 3 days after that, he comes to my house. I'm a little bit scared. I don't know what's going on. I'm a little bit perplexed. He comes to my house and he's with 4 other fine, refined African-American gentlemen with do-rags, sweats, and white beaters. And I'm a little bit confused. He says, open up. And this isn't a therapist's office. I refuse to open up. So he proceeds to bang on my door and try to knock it down. Thankfully, my landlord stays in the building and called the cops. But he was very prevalent on beating my butt cheeks. I was very scared. I go to work, and then he's at my job, ready to scrap, tussle even, if you will. And my manager proceeded to beat him up because I'm one of the best workers at the establishment. By the way, I worked at Waffle House. He proceeds to say, your days are coming, man. And I said, I don't want to catch herpes, bye. To this day, I don't know where he's at. He's probably lurking in the shadows. He's probably going to see this video one day if I ever make it on YouTube one day. I fear this. But I decided I should share this information because it's been weighing on my conscience and deeply, heavily in my soul. Anyways, if you want to see more stories and things like that, I'm Saros TV. Bye!